Sébastien. I'm here with Amp Sound TV, and I'm here with Simple Plan.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Who are you from
I am
Simple Plan?
Sébastien. I play guitar and I sing back vocals.
Nice. All right. So initially, what prompted you guys to create the band?
I think it was like just being music fans and going to shows, and like there's a special energy when you're at a concert. It's hard to describe, and that's why I think a lot of bands are still touring. A lot of people still love going to concerts. Like there's just like this crazy energy. I mean, at some point when you're a kid, you're like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Or I wish I could do that. And then you pick up a guitar, and eventually you just have to have a big enough pool of friends that someone's a drummer, someone's a bass player, someone can sing, and then you kind of get together and you start a band. And that's what happened to me with some friends of mine. That's what happened to Pierre and Chuck and some friends of theirs. And then eventually, after playing in a bunch of bands that were more or less decent, we all got together and started this one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So there has been multiple different theories of how you guys came up with the name of Simple Plan.
Oh, really? Okay.
Do you want to tell us what the real one is?
Sure, yeah. What are the multiple ones?
I've heard a bunch of different things. My brother has told me things.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So,
well, basically, we were in a little studio in Montreal. Recording demos, just to be able to put some packages together and send them to labels, blah, blah. And then we figured it would be a decent idea to play a show. And we did not have a name. I think we were kind of called, like, the business packaging was saying touchdown something, management or whatever, when we were sending things out, but like we didn't really have a name yet. And then we had a show, so we needed a name. And then the producer that was working on the demos with us just one day came back and said, hey, I just saw a movie over the weekend, the movie A Simple Plan with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton, and we're just like, oh, that'd be a good band name. We'll just do Simple Plan instead of A Simple Plan. We'll just use it for a couple shows and then we'll change it later.
Yeah.
And there you go. We got it. That's it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And later on we came up with a reason that it was our simple plan to not have a 9-to-5 job and just to do music for a living and all that. But like, it came from the movies.
That's cool.
From a movie.
Yeah. So what sorts of sources or life events have you guys, personally you or anyone in the band, had that made you create certain songs or certain albums?
Oh, tons. Most, I would say probably like 80 to 90% of the songs were definitely based on personal experience or close friends of ours. Perfect is about basically going on the unconventional path of choosing a band for a career and having to sort of deal with that whole, telling your parents you're dropping out of school dilemma when you're young, which is not easy. It's kind of the way to go is to stay the course, go to school, get a job and all that. Like, no, I'm dropping out and I'm starting a band like that. So Perfect's definitely about that. I'm Just a Kid is just about, sometimes how you just don't feel cool at all. You're just like, and that's how it is. Your Love Is a Lie, obviously some sort of breakup song. This song, Saved My Life, is about our fans directly. Welcome to My Life as well. Boom is about, when you find someone in your life and the strong feelings of love just keep going and they're still there years in, years out. And so like most of our songs are based on absolute personal,
Do you personally written any of the songs?
Collectively, Pierre and Chuck are really the two band members that sort of give the Simple Plan sound when writing. And I remember on the first album though, like everybody was really going through the same thing. So all those songs are really about like a collectiveness of every band member.
Yeah. All right. So going off of that, when you guys first started, what did you consider your genre? As now you're considered pop or alternative rock?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we first started, it was very important to be pop punk. That was kind of the goal, and Warped Tour back then was different as well. I mean, for us, there's always been some variety on Warped Tour. There's always been like some reggae, some hip hop, and all that. But I think like the punk band and the punk mentality, it was very strong when Warped Tour first started, and it was very important for us to be like, okay, we want to sound like Blink-182 and we want to sound like these guys, because that was the genre. We want to play fast songs like Lagwagon, and that was kind of like what it was all about back then. So that was very important for us. And then after being on tour a little bit and like all the scene evolving and the radio format evolving as well, we sort of allowed ourselves to, all right, well, we like this as well, let's try it. We like that, let's try it, as opposed to stay the course of, no weird key changes. Pop punk doesn't do that, and having all these rules in the studio or when writing songs. So now I think we're definitely a pop band. We're a rock band. I think our roots will always be in punk rock or pop punk, but now, you know, it's a little bit more varied than before.
Yeah. So what was it like to headline Warped Tour in 2003 compared to 2018?
Oh, I think I'm having even more fun now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, 2003 was great. Honestly, like, that was a big stamp of validation for us as a band. As I just said, like, we just wanted to be part of this scene so bad, and like to be on the main stage at Warped Tour was basically like how you got that ticket, you know. And so it was amazing. We made a lot of great friends back then that we're still friends with today. But like this year is just like it being the last one as well. Like, the crowds are insane.
Yeah.
All the shows are all sold out. The crowds are great for every single band that's playing, and that's great. You know, that's amazing. You go on a smaller stage, you go on a big stage. There's always tons of people watching, and I'm having a blast. I'm having a great time.
That's great. I'm glad.
Yeah.
So since you guys have been a band for so long now, what is it that keeps you guys together? Since you see so many bands like breaking up for personal reasons to be with their family and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. Like, I don't know if there's a secret, but I think for us it is we know and we understand that the band is just bigger than any one of us, you know, and that whatever struggles we may be going through, and we are currently going through something interesting. I don't know if you're familiar with the situation where our bass player is going through depression, so he's not on tour with us right now, but we're not breaking up the band. He's just not on tour right now.
Yeah.
You know, we're still the same 5 guys in the band. We're getting through the shows as a 4-piece right now, but as soon as he's ready to come back, he's coming back. And I think for us, that's very important, you know. I think the band has a lot of meaning for ourselves, but also for our fans, and that's not something to be taken lightly. So we don't want to do anything that could jeopardize that or fuck it up, and we just, you know, whatever happens, we're gonna work through it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of bands that have broken up, like probably they could have figured it out. You know? But they didn't.
Is there any particular song or album that you were in particular like extremely proud of?
Yeah, I mean, well, always in the moment, the most recent album is always the one like you go, all right, this is.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe we pulled it off, you know? So our latest one, Taking One for the Team, I thought was really cool. There's a lot of risks in there, there's a lot of good energy in there, there's a lot of fun songs in there. But I have to say, like, these days, I have a thing for our 4th one, Get Your Heart On.
Yes.
That was very, very fun, and I remember we did the whole Warped Tour in 2011 when that one had just come out.
Yeah.
And we had a great summer and a great time, so yeah.
That was my first Warped Tour.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Wow, my first Warped Tour was in 95.
I wasn't even born yet.
There you go. Full circle.
Yeah. So, is there any certain bands or types of music or genres that you look for like inspiration in?
Yeah, absolutely. All in all. Like on this tour, it's crazy because I'll go see 303.
Yes.
You know, which have been around for 10, 11, 12 years now. And then I go see Don Broco, which is kind of like a heavy melodic pop band that are huge in the UK, but they're playing at like a smaller stage here on Warped Tour. And then I'm hanging out with Youngblood, who's a brand new artist, super original, very different. So I think it's smart as a musician to just grab inspiration from wherever you can get it, because a good song is just a good song, and if you hear a good melody, then even though if it's in a different genre, you can just always soak it in and just adapt it to our band and our sound.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any certain way that you guys as adults stay connected to teenagers or the young ones in this new generation?
Yes, we're all still kind of very immature, and that it's funny. It feels like, you know, like we've obviously when we're home now, we all have adult responsibilities, families to take care of, and all that, and that's not something we take lightly. Obviously, like we're parents, and that's important, and that's always from now on going to be the most important things in our lives. But as soon as we get on tour, we're just a bunch of dudes hanging out on a bus, you know, and it's hard to get out of that, you know. It's like we still like mess around with each other, and we still, you know, try to play not pranks, but we do have a good time, and it's, you know, you kind of stopped growing up when I started touring. You know, I've got more experience, I've matured, I guess, a little bit, but I mean, as far as how I am when I'm hanging out with people, like I feel like I'm the same person as I was when I was 24. 24 is good age. I'm 24 right now.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
No,
lots of grays
now.
here, but 24.
You did that yourself.
I'm gonna hard
It's in
yeah. trying to attract a different crowd.
There you go. So how do you tie in your Simple Plan Foundation, which has been around for more than 10 years now, I believe?
Yes.
Into like your music?
Well, the Simple Plan Foundation idea came about just as an extension of the music. You know, we had a lot of testimonies from our fans saying how much our music, but music in general, has helped them get through difficult periods of their lives, or have gotten closer to their parents, or even the extreme is when people say, I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your music and all that, and that's amazing that music can have that power. So the foundation was just the next step, you know, so the foundation got set up, and we kind of started collecting money through different events, through ticket sales as well, and just the money just goes back to different organizations, mostly in Montreal or Quebec where we're from, a little bit in Canada and around the world as well, but it's just, they just give back to like social issues, illnesses, or just like different programs that promote music as a way to find passion in life. So that's kind of what the foundation is all about.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Last question, as this being the last full cross-country Band to Work tour,
yes,
how does that leave you feeling?
I'm kind of sad because honestly, there's no other way that you can see this many awesome bands for like $40. Like I remember when I was a kid, I'm like, are you serious? Like, of course I'm going. Like, there's no way you can't go.
Yeah.
You know, all your favorite bands at once, and but like I mean, they say the last cross country in this form.
Yeah.
So that obviously leaves a lot of room for any other type of Warp Tour or Warp Show or a weekend of bands, or you know, instead of 7 stages, maybe like 2 stages, or just like one tour with like 7 bands.